Hello and welcome to Scrapping on Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with the very last day of Scrap Timber. And today's prompt is texture. And it's back up here at the top of it. Kind of looks like we're back at the first day, but it is the last day of September. And so for texture, I'm bringing in some icing paste and a stencil, as well as I have this textured paper that I want to use some of this up. And then I have some different textured embellishments, like these little corrugated butterflies. I've got little banners, and then of course I got some flowers that I'd like to use. Some of this stuff has been in my stash or is very, very old, and I would love to get it used. You can tell that paper pad is old. And I have two pictures of me and the Babs, or some of the Babs. And so I'm hoping to get some texture definitely on this layout. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, my stencils, my paste, my prompt, and my picture. So let's see how this goes. So this is a stencil that I got off of Temu. Okay, my lighting is like terrible. I didn't realize how shadowy that was. I apologize. So this is a icing paste in Amethyst Magic, and it is by Prima. Art Extravagance. Yeah, by Prima. And I'm using the purple because the only other color that I have is pink, and I'm trying to steer clear of too much pink on a layout with my bestie, who is in this picture. So I put this stencil down. I don't do the whole thing because I hate when it looks squared off. Like, there may be reasons at some time in life to do that, but I typically don't. I want it to look like it's not come all the way to the edge of a stencil. So I'm just smearing this. I'm on the phone with my mom. And so I make such a mess, but it's fine. And I'm perfectly fine with it not being perfect, because I think that gives it a little bit more, I don't know, texture. I do put it on kind of heavy just because the point is the texture, and there is the paper's textured. When I do the close-ups at the end, you should be able to tell there is a pattern, embossed pattern in the papers, and all four of the papers that I use are from this paper pad. So I've got a yellowy off-white background, and then the paper that I use to do the ink or the paste is kind of like an off-white, but doesn't have that yellow tinge to it. And then I pull the exact same paper that's matted the whole layout, and matted my pictures to lighten them up a little, and then use this brown brick paper. Now, once I've cut it, you really can't tell that it's brown brick paper. It's fine. I just wanted something a little bit different that'll help it stand out on this layout. And I wanted something not just that yellowy off-white color. So I double mat them. I do put them down with some of my ATG for instant stick, but I use Nuvo Deluxe adhesive for the long-term stick, because when you're working on top of a textured paste especially, or glitter or anything like that, you definitely want to have a liquid glue to help hold it down. So my layout is a little wonky because it's just, cheapo paper. It's not meant for all that mixed media. So, but I get both my pictures down. I'm not covering anything with that little picture up at the top, except part of the door. And then I have this little thing from the utensils, or have that little wrap around them. And so I tucked one in my pocket thinking maybe I'll use it. And because when we try and take the picture with the name in the background, you can see it in the bigger picture. The Drake's is there, but it's cut off because, we're too short for that. So I was glad that gave me the opportunity to use the little wrapper. It is going to go on there. So I have the sticker sheet, and it is Kathy Davis collection by Colorbach, and it says 2001 on the back, which is, not surprising to me. Has no stick to it. So I pulled that off, fussy cut around it. It says friends are flowers in the garden of life. And because I knew I wanted to put a couple flowers on here, I thought that would work well. And of course, these are some of my favorite friends. Those embellishments, those yellow embellishment, the flowers are from the dollar store. They're that's Crafter Square. And then the butterflies I use are also from the dollar store, Crafter Square. So this is a pretty simple layout in the aspect of the embellishments. Everything except for that sticker with the phrase on it all came from the dollar store. I just used them with some Nuvo adhesive, the liquid gel or liquid glue, so that they will actually stay. And I just put those down on here, and then I'm going to add some butterflies. I was going to do some more, like I pulled out my little packet of like daisy embellishments, and they weren't going to work for me. Like I've got like these sunflowery type flowers on here. I could have added the daisies, but there really wasn't a place for them. And I kind of like the way that it turned out. Like it really didn't take me very long to do, other than letting the paste dry, which really didn't take all that long. I mean, I started at 9:15 and it's 11:20 now. And part of that was waiting in between time and getting caught on TikTok and watching one of my shows on Netflix. So, in all reality, I think it probably took me about 30 minutes minus dry time. So I put this little Believe embellishment up here at the top because it is also corrugated, just like these two butterflies I'm using. So it adds more texture, adds a little something up there in that empty space. And I really do like the way it turns out. Now, I know that it is matted a little wonky. I am okay with that. I will survive. If it I can't always get it straight. And when there's mixed media on there and it makes the paper already wonky, that makes it even harder. So I'm not hurting about it. I add some of my journaling over here to the left. That kind of helps you pull your eye to the left and not the right where the biggest gap is. The more obvious place. And then I felt like it needed something. So I went ahead and traced all the way around with my Zig black pen that I use for journaling to kind of give it a little, even though it's already boxed in with the matte, I just felt like it gave it a little bit more of the black all the way around, because the only black on here is the Drake's and then the journaling. So it kind of just brings it all together. And like, I guess the words on that little quote. But anyway, so I think that I hit the texture mark pretty well. I'm trying to see if you can tell about the textured paper. Oh, yeah. Okay, because I'm tilting the page. So you should be able to see some of that texture. And then, like I said, that's corrugated, that Believe in the little butterflies, which is fabulous too. And then some of that paste is on there kind of heavy, so it's a little bit textured as well. Anyway, I would love it if you could check out everybody who's hopping along with Scrap Timber. You will find them on a playlist, or you can do hashtag Scrap Timber 2024. I would also love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. I'd love it if you would subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate my subscribers and all of you all who obviously stayed and watched. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.